Hello, my name is Aaliyah Minx, and today I will be showing you how I get ready to play the snail with the male in the Hayden Liberty Center's production of Frog and Toad. So to begin, I like to have my hair done before I attempt any makeup so it's nice and out of the way. In this show, as a snail, we are not expected to be literal animals, but we want to be reminiscent. So here I am, combing my hair into two cute little pigtails to look like my little snail antenna. You'll see in a minute, they're super bouncy and cartoony, and they will give that cartoony vibe that the show is going for while not being all up in your face. I'm very lucky, and my mom is pretty good at this stuff, so she normally does this for me, but I'm doing it today because, woohoo, I am a strong, independent woman. Alrighty, and our next step is going to be to wash our face. Personally, I did not have time, so I just ended up wiping everything off with a makeup wipe just to get rid of all of the dirt and oils. Next, I moisturize because I have dry skin, and that will show through on any makeup I try to put on. And next I put on primer. Primer is your best friend in getting your makeup to stay. And that is because it creates a barrier between the sweat and oils your face produces, so that it's basically like a paint layer on top. So our next step is going to be applying powder. I accidentally realized that I had a brush full of eyeshadow, had to fix that. Powder, I usually put on both before and after I apply my makeup. Setting powder on just your primer layer usually works really, really well with foundation because it blurs your pores. It really makes sure that that makeup is sitting on top of your skin and not interacting with the oils. And in this show, I am avoiding foundation just because it is such a hassle. So we do that to stay matte and also so that the rest of my blush and whatnot does not just get absorbed by my skin. Alrighty, time for a super fun part, the blush. As you can see, I have my eyeshadow palette out here, but really, I love a super pink, unnatural base, and I thought that because this is such a cute, old-time Broadway rosy show, there was no such thing as too vibrant or too rosy. So I'm just applying that all over my face. Normally I like to apply it near my temples to give it a more snatched look, but because I am a cute little woodland critter and I want to look younger for this show, I dab it more around my cheeks so that it looks like, oh, I've been in the sun, or ooh, I'm just a cute little snail girl, aww. Okay, now don't ask why, but I, for some reason, decided to put on concealer after I'd already put on my blush. So here I am, just highlighting the most important areas. I wanted to reduce the shadows on my eyes. I wanted to highlight my forehead, my chin, and my nose and under eyes. We are mocking the, basically having a ring light in front of your face. Here, this is actually kind of cute. It looked a little sunburned, but I ended up putting that blush back on. Do not do as I did. Well, with concealer anyway. And here we go. I found out that I can actually contour with blush, which I loved the look of that. I worried I'd look too sculpted if I wanted to use browns, but pink worked, and it allowed me to keep my shadows. And here I am. Gosh, I am so cute. Alrighty, and so next we get on those brows. My hair is super dark, so I like to have brows to match. Plus, we want to highlight anything that is expressive, and so this is where I do it. I just use eyeshadow on a thin brush. Really, if you're trying to ball on a budget, just invest in a really good, really versatile eyeshadow palette, and you've got your contour, you've got brows, you've got everything. You don't need these fancy brow pencils. Because no one can really see my hairs on stage, I can kind of go with whatever shape I like, depending on the character. And sometimes they look angry, sometimes they're soft. This one's pretty natural. I look like an utterly sunburnt snail, but it'll look cute, I promise.
And so now it's time for eyeliner. The biggest mistake that I see with newer people is that they will try to take their brush and they will try to go outward, or they will try to go down You do not want this. You want to give the illusion, like, you want to make your eyes look bigger, and you want to make them look like they are awake. So if anything, go up. I almost, like, go to the end of my eyebrow, and I will almost, like, have an invisible line there, and I will follow that. If you don't know how to follow a guideline, follow this. Also, you want to do your eyeliner while your eye is open, so that it avoids that problem of you open it and then it just disappears. So this is my super fast method. Just super quick. And you don't want to draw the full line out, like, one at a time. No, the easiest way to get them even somewhat symmetrical is you want to do them both one step at a time. So here is my base for my eyeliner. I am going to go do the rest off of camera because it requires a lot of precision. So we'll be back.
Guess what, folks? I lied and I recorded it. So here I am just filling in, just connecting all that to get my good outline.
And so what you saw there was from this line that we just drew out, you're literally, like, you're going to keep your eyeball open, but you're going to drag it into your eye line, which is, like, how we're going to highlight it. And then when you close your eye, there will be a gap. And so you literally just connect that. And this is called the Batwing method of eyeliner, and it makes it look a little big, but in theater, that's what we want.
Here I am, darkening that line that we created. I like to work outside in to make sure that everything else stays sharp, but still gets dark.
And so here's the big thing with eyeliner. Do not open your eyeballs until it is completely dry, because it will get all up in your crease up here and it will not look good, and the eyes are the hardest thing to edit, so don't do that. Keep your eyes closed. If someone judges you for squinting, eat them. So now I can open my eyes, and this is a lot cuter than it was before, when we looked like a sunburnt farm girl. But we are missing a key aspect, and that is that I gotta darken the rest of the eye so that it doesn't look like I'm pulled backward. So
alrighty, using the mirror from my powder, I'm going to draw out the rest of that line. This may not be essential if you're maybe wearing lashes, but since I learned on magnetic lashes where that counted as the adhesive, it's part of my nature, and I don't feel that I look right without it. Plus, it helps your lashes to look much thicker without much effort, so I say at least consider it, but if you're just gonna glue your lashes on and take it off anyway, you do not have to.
look at me. I'm fabulous.
And now it is the easy part, mascara. This is actually so crucial because it makes your eyes, like, if you thought your eyeliner makes your eyes look big, this really helps it pop.
Shout out to my mom for making my hair look better than it did. Anyways, powder time. There will be no shininess on my watch. Lipstick is also really drying, by the way, so chap all the sticks before you apply.
Alright, surprise time skip. I ran out of time to get ready at the house, so I just went ahead and headed to the theater, waiting to do my lipstick there. Here I am, putting on my mic. I like to put it under my ear so that it doesn't stand out against the rest of my face. And I like to do a little headbang test to make sure that it will not be moving during the show. La la la, lipstick time! Here, I am just starting from the middle of the mouth and really trying to descend into the corners because it gives it a nice, curvy, sculpted look, like very 1920s-esque. I learned this from a drag queen I saw on YouTube, and I love using it for all of my theater looks because it draws attention to what I am saying, because you want to look at my mouth, you want to look at my expressions, and it just looks so feminine and sweet.
So for the record, this little number right here, that is not an innuendo. That is actually a technique that we use to keep lipstick from staining your teeth. So if you have that problem, and you will have sparkly pearly whites the whole show.
here I am in costume, all makeuped up, so excited about my little snail shell and pigtails. Thank you so much for joining me, and we are ready to rock another show.